Hello, how are you all doing? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 and another live stream. I hope you're all doing fantastically well this evening. Happy Tuesday evening, everybody. Right, so I'm going to be honest with you. I have no idea how this stream's going to go. We are going to be flying for the first time on the channel. We're going to be flying the MD11. Which has just been updated for 2024 by TFDI Design. I've had it for 2020, and I'm going to be honest, I've probably only done 3 or 4 flights. So it bodes well for this evening. I hope you're all doing well. So we're currently sitting on the ground in Indianapolis. We're going to be heading up to Toronto this evening for a short flight. If all goes well, we will be doing a return leg. But more likely, just for tonight, it will be just the one. But we'll see how we all get on. We are on Sayintentions. Obviously, we are at the FedEx ramp. It is full of FedEx planes currently over there. We're in the MD11. Flight time's about 1 hour and 5 minutes to Toronto. So we will see how we get on. The only thing I've had struggled with so far is getting the reverse thrust bindings to be correct. I've got it set up how I would have it set up in the Boeing, plus the one extra third engine to match the throttle 2, but it's only seems to be throttle 2 that is engaging the reverse thrust currently. So I'm not quite sure whether that's just, I don't know, we'll see if when the engines start, whether that's just fixed itself, whether it's just like the engines need to be running for the thrusters to work. But it could be a little bit fun going into Toronto with one thrust reverser. But I've got the toe brakes on the rudder as well, so that should be okay. As we've got a FedEx plane just leaving over there. 767 heading to Seattle. Lovely. So yeah, we are on Sayintentions. So yeah, no rush on VATSIM or anything getting out tonight. So without further ado, if you haven't seen the MD11 cockpit, we will enter it now and have a look. So, this is the MD11 cockpit. Let's just let it render in first. Oh God, what's gone on here? The throttles are gone weird. I think it's because it's rendering in. It should fix itself. No, what have I done? Bear with me. I had this all thought I had this all set up. Let's have a look. Suppose well, doesn't it? Let's have a look. Controls. Make sure that all this is on the correct one. Maybe why. If we were running different throttles. Where are we? Assigned. Yeah, should be right. Yeah, there we go. Right. It was just, I think, because we weren't on the, it weren't on my proper yoke setup, so it was just causing a little bit of glitch. But yeah, this is the MD11 cockpit. Looks very nice. The overhead is a bit deceiving, but don't worry. It did take me a while to, when I was doing 2020 on this plane, it did take me a little while to sort of get used to it. So, first things first, the sounds are quite interesting. Sounds are all fully up, so let's have a listen. So, batteries will come on. External power then comes on.
Autopilot.
Autopilot. Bitchin' Betty, as people call her. We're going to go ahead and throw the nav lights on. We're going to go ahead and throw on our emergency lights and get our seatbelts and smoking to the auto position. Now, as I said, I'm not accustomed to this plane like I am most of the others, so it's just going to take me a little bit of time to get used to it again. Have a little watch, had a little play earlier, but yeah, let's have a go. So, emergency power switch goes to the arm position. Then we've got nav 1, nav 2, and the auxiliary. It sounds like you're playing Pac-Man. But yeah, that's what you've got up there. Then we do our engine fire test. So you hold that in. Comes out with a weird noise.
Engine 1 fire.
Engine 1 fire.
Engine 2 fire. Engine 3 fire.
There we go. Then you let go. That's basically just to show that all our systems are running fine. Right, next thing, let's head over to the EFB. Now, EFB is not too bad to get used to. It's pretty much like any other EFB. So, hour and 4 in the air, block time of 1 hour 32. We're going to be cruising up at 31,000 feet, cost index is 48. So, we're going to send flight plan to FMC. As you can see, K Indianapolis to Toronto. So yeah, send flight plan to FMC. We're going to set payload and fuel as well. The payload set. So we'll just go to the payload tab and just double check all that. So that's all looking good, although we are looking like we are in pounds, which I don't want to be in pounds. So we need to go metric. Celsius, just make sure all the other stuff is saved that I did earlier. Looks all good. So save that. Again, we'll set that payload like that, and we'll go back to that. So that looks decent. Metric. I haven't saved on that one, did I? There we go. Right. Set payload again. There we go. Kilos. That's good. So 203.1 is our very fuel weight today, which matches our sim brief, which is good. 19.8 fuel goods. That looks all good. Right. And that's pretty much it. So you've got charts, which you can get from Navigraph. I mean, you can have a look while the recording is finished. I mean, it's not much else really to do up for the FMC. Code just to bug in here. W7Z4. Right, that should be the count link. There we go. So we don't know what actually departure we're on yet. So tell you what, we'll call clearance on Sayintentions, and we will get all that up and running. While that's happening then, as we're nearly finished boarding, we're going to go ahead and turn the APU on. There's two types of APU you can go and do. APU all the way up here, or the easiest one, you just hit APU power. That'll start flashing, and then that'll stop flashing when it's ready. I don't want terrain in there. Where do I get rid of that? Oh, that's something. So we go down here to our which one is it? Is it that one? No. Don't know which one the APU is. That's just all our. I think it's just that one. I don't know. There was an APU page. I'm not quite sure which one it was though. Yeah, I'm not sure. Ah, there we go. APU. So that goes up about there. That should be available now, which it is. So bleed is here. That then turns on the APU. There we go. Yep, that's on. Right, lovely. Right, let's head down to the EFB. I'm not quite sure what these stutters are. I think it's just because we've got too much traffic. I didn't turn the traffic down. Yeah, so that's fine. Right, let's tune to the ground. 1281 which is already in. Do we have predicted wind shear and stuff like that, or is that all? Just go weather. No, that's all fine like that. We'll turn the weather on in a minute on that one. Right, boarding's complete. So let's bring Sayintentions across. So that's the light map. On that one we want airport lookout for Indianapolis. So 2970 for the QNH. Let's do that first. Where we just push B. Should then, maybe not. Yeah, down all the way down to 2970 then. So as follows. So, Mike is our information. We are arriving and departing on 32, 23 right, 23 left. We do have 23 right enabled. We may get hit in 23 left, we'll see, because that's only up the other end. I think that's just APU firing up again. Right, we will call up the clearance and we'll get our clearance for Toronto. Information right. Indianapolis clearance, FedEx 150, requesting far to Toronto. We have information, Mike on board.
I'm working on that clearance. Stand by.
We've got a bit of a weird flap setting as well, which I'll go through in a minute with you guys as well. So stand by on the clearance.
FedEx 150 Heavy cleared to Toronto via the Mars 7 departure. Then as filed, climb and maintain 4000. Expect flight level 31010 minutes after departure. Departure on 124.6 flash squawk 7171. Expect runway 23 right.
Cleared to Toronto by the Mars Zulu 7 departure, then as filed, climb and maintain 4,000 feet, expect flight level 31010 minutes after departure. Departure's on 124.6, squawk 7171, and we expect 23 right for takeoff, FedEx 150. Right, down here, 7171.
FedEx 150 Heavy, read back correct. Contact ground on 121.9.
Should be on... Don't mind this. Somebody started again, maybe. Not sure what we're on at the minute. So we'll go ahead and turn on our standby. Right, so next thing, we'll go ahead and have a look at the FMC. Right, I'm just going to remove that, I don't like that custom view. So just go and save that view. Right. Just looking through all these, we don't need A cards, don't need any of that. So, FMC1. So we want flight plan init page, so obviously it's already put in our flight plans in Indianapolis to Toronto. Our alternate is apparently Trenton. Probably won't need it, but it's going to be CYTR. Goes in on our alternate. Flight number, obviously we're FedEx 150. This is the real life flight they do, but it is in a 767, but we don't have that yet, so I'll just stick the real flight number off that and we're doing it in the MD11. Cruise altitude, obviously like I said, 310 today. We have to put 310. There we go. It is a bit weird like all this, there is certain aspects to this. Cost index 48, as we said earlier. We are quite heavy, obviously. The two are 203 0 fuel weight. Right, so we initialise the IRSs. Go over to the next page, and we should be able to just click all these in. So block fuels 19.8, takeoff ground weights 222.4, and then we just push all these in, and it does it automatically. The last page is nothing we need to do. So we go to the flight plan. We're in Indianapolis, so we are 23 right for departure. Msfs 7 departure. off of runway 23 right. We're going to be on the MZZ transition. Is that even in there? It's not. That's okay. We won't put it in there. I mean, we've got it in the computer. Which probably will need to delete the discontinuity there. Clear that. So it's going to be a runway heading vector off to the runway anyway. So it's going to be runway heading. Okay, next thing before we move off will be our departure. So we are going to be on 23 right. 3,414 metres in the runway. Just get the weather information as per. 9 degrees, 2970. We're going to get takeoff weight. We're going to do flex. Anti-ice will be off. It's not cold enough for anti-ice. Flaps will be... this is where the dialer flap comes in. But packs will be on. We'll go to calculate. So 150, 166, 175 for our V speeds. So let's go to performance. No, it's not that one, is it? Where is it? That one. Takeoff approach. There we go. So, what did I say? Flex was 59. Okay. Flaps are going to be 10. So dialer flap 10. So just put in 10. Outside temperature. This is where it gets a little bit complicated. It took me a while to learn how to put all this in properly. So it is actually 9C, so 9 degrees Celsius. I think it's, you put the slope wind in. So slope is minus 0.4, and then wind is 18. So the way you do it is minus 0.4 slash 18, and that should then go as a headwind, which is correct, and then it does come up with our V speeds, 155, 166, 175. It's way, actually, it's not too far out, is it? It's just the V1 that's separated. So I think we'll go as 150 for V1, and then these two will stay the same, and there we have it. And then we've just got to calculate our sort of engine out compilation. So we're 780 feet above sea level, so 1500, so I sort of add 1,500 onto that, so 2,200 feet. It's going to be for the engine out. Did that not work? Out of range. It's on that one actually. There we go. That one's ignored that one. Right, so that is all that in. So the last thing we just need to do prior to our pushback, we need to get the wings up. So it needs to kind of know the winds for different altitudes, so it can make the VNAV work properly. So we're going to take sort of every sort of 10,000. So we're going to go flight level 10,000, and then the wind up there is going to be 273 at 51. That will then go into there, and then say we take the next one at 20,000 feet, and then again we will put 276 276 at 73. So we're going up in 10, aren't we? So yeah, the next one we'll just put our cruise up, so 35,000 feet. Actually, we're not doing 35,000, no, we're doing 31,000. Okay, so we would want... Okay, let's do a 15,000 then. Let's go in between. So 15,000 feet. And the wind there is 271 at 59 knots. No, that's wrong. Didn't put the last one in. 271 at 59. Yeah, 59 knots. So replace it with that one. And there we go. That's all you need. Well, you could have 30,000. There is a 31 on there. But that's all we're going to do. And then obviously we're just nicking the old outside temperature going, which was 9 degrees. I think you don't need the Celsius on this one. 9 degrees into there. Right, I think that's pretty much it. So I'm going to insert that. That'll all go through to the computer. Right, now we see if we've set everything up properly. So we're going to go back to the overhead. And I'm going to go to put our logo lights on and our beacon lights on. And we'll get ready for push and start. So, I don't like these stutters. Why does it always do it? Right. Okay, so we need to contact ground. We are ready. I'm going to get ahead of the game first and get everything trying sorted. Ground FedEx 150 ready for push and start. Okay. Saying that parking brake was not on. Right, now we've got a tail southwest push and start through FedEx 150. Right, external power can come off now. Back to the EFB. Hopefully once we're in the air this is going to push and start approved, tail southwest FedEx 150. Right. So we're going to disconnect the docks and the GPU. That's all. Okay. Oh, I don't like this bloody stars all the time. Right. Hopefully this will work. We're gonna right, we're gonna go. Right, so what was our initial climb? Sorry, we forgot to put that, didn't we? 4,000. So again, we'll just wheel that into 4,000. We're going to go traffic and then the weather on. Just TCAS. Right, so we want to be facing nose left, facing northeast. Right, let's see if this works then. So, brakes are released. Right, so we're going to go to engine 3 to start first. Right, so we're going to go engine A. So that's what we're going to be using today. And I'm going to pull this red button out. And that should then all come to life. There we go. That's the M1. We're looking at about 15%. And then we introduce fuel, as so. So we'll flick up engine 3. So that's the one on the back of the plane. Not sure why that's. So once that red light goes out, we will start engine 1. I think the sequence in the MD11 is 3, 1, 2. There we go. So we'll go engine 1. Okay, there's 15%, so engine 1 fuel. Probably not wise to keep skirting through that. So as usual, we've got all the links to the scenery description in the description below even. This is Drazeki Design, Indianapolis, and obviously we're flying to Flight Tanker Toronto. Right, parking brakes set, and then we want to start the last engine, engine 2, to the start position. This would have been a lot easier on that, so Sayintentions just while streaming as well, so, with the camera stutters as well. So I think the chrono starts automatically when we take off as well, which is good. You can't start it individually because I can never see the button, to be fair. Right, engine 2, fuel, introduce when the darn click slot works. There we go. Right, and then obviously we've got to do a stab trim, so we go back to our takeoff approach flap. We've got a stab trim of 5.5. As you can see, my button is just taking it up to there. Now the thing with this plane, it is very sensitive on takeoff, and even the most experienced of streamers have trouble buttering this airplane. So we're probably going to be in for a smash or two tonight if we do the second flight back. Which reminds me, I'm going to start my G's because it'd be interesting to see what we get. Probably not going to be good. Right, we're going to decrease this range ring. I know we already are. So we are going to be, I'm going to say, we're probably going to be off a runway heading here. We'll find out when we're at the runway. Right, so next thing, we go back over to these flap settings. So dial a flap. So we're going to scroll this little wheel to 10, which is the dial a flap. Like that. And then we will arm the slats. And then another flick to the dial a flap. It's a very loud aircraft as well. Right, so is there a direct? Oh, there is a direct. Yeah, so we're gonna have to go direct to Mayor's thing. 2970 is set on there as well. Right, next thing we just need to do before we get our taxi clearance, RTO to there, and then we need to turn this auxiliary hydraulic pump on. We should then be good to go. Spoilers I think are already armed. Not quite sure. Right, and overhead it's going to be the APU off, and then we need to arm our taxi lights. Lovely. And then we'll call for taxi. Around FedEx 150 ready for taxi. Okay, we can get rid of the start switches now. 23 right, taxi via Delta, Delta 1, hold short, 23 left, on Charlie 1, Papa, Bravo 1, LX 150. Right, guys, we're ready to go. As it's a new sort of plane for me, I am going to hand comms now to the pilot, sorry, for the co-pilot. Why is that saying engine ignition not on? Has that got to stay on? Okay, we'll keep it on for now. Okay, all engines are stable anyway. Make sure that all the there's no warnings or anything on the packs, which is not. I don't like these engines. I think we're going to go on that soon. I'm going to save Sayintentions for when I'm flying solo. Because as much as it's fun, it is fucking FPS heavy. VATSIM's not that bad. So, right, parking brake is released. As we are a heavy bird, we will need to give her a little bit of force to get going. Of course, as we are back in Boeing, that will mean I need to taxi with the rudders. Moving. Right, so also we will need to arm the profile, which will do our climb, and also the nav button. Okay, we're moving so we can decrease back to idle, and as you can see on the PFD, nav is armed, profile is armed, and such. So, Delta, okay, we have got a long old taxi, so that's fine. Would have been easy if we could take 2-3 left, but hey. This is how loud it is if it goes. FedEx taken off. I mean, to be fair, we're on taxing very quick, aren't we? That does show how heavy we are. Now we're going to see if I've set it up properly now. Be interesting to see. It is a bit of a tricky plane to also control the rudders, so we're probably going to have to go nice and early with our turns. Quite sure there was anything in the settings as well that behaviour. No, there's nothing with the rudder. Yeah, it's just going to have to be a nice and early movement with the rudder. Smash the likes though, guys, if you are enjoying the stream so far. First time on the channel flying the MD11, so looking forward to it. And we're due for an hour and 4 in the air as well. Right, now we're taxiing all the way down to the end of this runway, and we're crossing to Tubury right the other side. It's a bit of a queue as well. Not as big as that queue at Atlanta that time. Use Sayintentions. This is all FedEx this side, where we are. We could have actually parked a bit further up. We decided to park right by the bottom. That's my bad, that one. Right, I'm going to just turn these sounds down a little bit, just till we get to the runway. Throttles back to idle for a minute, because we are need a sharp turn in a minute. We've got the fantastic Bilby as our co-pilot again today. Never be let down by Bilby. Approaching our crossing point here. This will be where we find out if I've done all this correctly, because before you take off you have to advance the thrust or something to 70%, and that's when the auto throttle takes over. See if that works. So at the minute, as you obviously see, we've still got the profile armed and the nav armed. That should change when we do the auto throttle thing in a minute. Damn it, Mr. It's me chatting, Mr. That's okay. We can do a shortcut. It's me chatting too much. Luckily, there's a shortcut. We haven't done our arrival in yet either, so we'll do that when we're in the air. Got that. Right, so we left here. This brings us back sort of onto where we need to go. Then we just literally take the next left.
Charlie 1, Papa Bravo 1, FedEx 1,
We're already way past that point. It's going to be a Yeah, so obviously, like I said, it's going to be a. Probably didn't really need to arm the profile of a minute due to it being an AL nav, a VNAV departure. Probably can't really untick that. It's fine. Right, so this is where we should have been on. So it's a left turn here, join back onto Papa. So we are very heavy. It does take a while to get us moving. It's my fault for missing the turn anyway. Right turn here. No idea what's happening with the frames, as usual. Okay, we're now back onto Papa. Runway's just in front of us. Southwest coming into land. Is that our runway? Yes, it is. What is going on with this fucking frame, man? I've never actually flown out of this airport either, because I'm not quite sure why the frames are going crap. We had 100 while we were taxiing, and we just literally, it's crashed down, it's not going above 20. I swear it's the Sayintentions. It's just... Right. Can't even move the bloody thing to get the lights on. Runway turn-offs.
Tower on 120.9. FedEx 150 heavy.
Brakes are set for a minute.
Good afternoon, holding short 23 right, ready for departure.
And now the frames are going back up again. We've got a landing aircraft or not? No. We're probably going to get straight out then. Right, so we auto... If we hit auto flight now, that's just changed something. So line up and wait. page on there. Where's that?
FedEx 150 Heavy, no delay. Embraer 75 on a 6-mile final runway 23 right. Winds 230 at 18, gusting 25. RNAV Mars cleared for takeoff.
RNAV Mars.
3 right, RNAV Mars, cleared to take off, FedEx 150 Heavy.
Right. Runway heading. Okie dokie. Right. So let's see if this works. So there we go. I think the thrust has kicked in. Yep. Flight nose down pressure then. Okay. Over 100 knots. I can't actually see the PFD, so come up to V1, there it is, and getting there, rotates, slowly, it's not sensitive as I thought it was going to be, there we go, positive rate, gear up. Now we've just got to wait for the call now. It's probably going to be just direct actually. It was RNAV2, wasn't it? So we'll just go direct.
FedEx 150 Heavy, contact departure on 124.65. Brickyard 4707, winds 230 at 18, gusting 25, runway 23 right, cleared to land.
Switching to departure on 124. Decimal 65.
Why is it not climbing? Direct. Here's flip.
FedEx 150 Heavy.
Oh, there we
Good
go.
afternoon, climbing through 1500.
FedEx 150 Heavy, Indianapolis departure, radar contact, climb and maintain 8,000 turn
Okay, so we can go ahead and do our flaps retract. It's 8,000 feet into the thing.
Flight heading 020. Vectors to Mars and on course. FedEx 150 Heavy.
Ah, there we go. That's why the Genta wasn't showing, because we didn't have the bloody thing clicked on. Okay, right, let's zoom out a bit and get a bit of a view. As I said, I've not really flown this for a while, so I just needed to kind of get used to it again. Okay, at 220 we can do the slat retract. We have flaps retracted at the minute. There we go, 220 so slats retract. We're going to hit auto flight, get the autopilot to
Autopilot.
take over.
Autopilot. Autopilot.
There we go. Oh, no,
Autopilot.
hang on. Didn't leave us. I left us
Autopilot.
in a bit of a high nose there.
Autopilot. Autopilot.
Why is that not letting me put the autopilot on?
Autopilot. Autopilot.
Yes, okay, shut up.
Autopilot. Autopilot.
Shush. Okay, let's just hand fly a little bit more.
UPS 59
see how sensitive the nose is. Altitude. That's what I mean. It's kind of just very sensitive. It just takes a bit of getting used to. Could do with just getting another. Do just getting another thing up there really to get us another altitude. What if I hit autopilot now? What does it do? Right.
Autopilot.
Why does it do that?
Autopilot. 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 Autopilot.
Sayintentions is getting on my nerves. Why don't they just climb us anymore? I'm struggling to fucking hold this here.
Altitude.
I've had just put water foil on. Right, there we go. Autopilot is now on. Weird how that didn't let me put that on earlier. Right. We can track the auto throttle now, or the auto brake. Put that back to normal. Now we can probably get out. Have some news. Now we've got the out of the airport. There we go. Views are now just smooth. Right, a bit weird. Right, probably above 10,000 now, so we can retract all our lights.
Stabilizer motion.
Stabilizer motion. Right, runway turn-offs off. Go ahead and turn on off our seatbelts. Lovely. That is our departure. Looking a bit bleak out the front there. Towards the lake. Not that far yet.
Heavy, climb and maintain flight level 300.
300.
300. FedEx 157.
The interesting is going to be descent and stuff. We're going to have to make sure we've got all our correct info in. bit of music. It is a short flight. So there's our routing, pretty much over Indiana, up towards over Detroit, and then we're into Toronto up there. So 1 hour 5 is the flight time, and we're already going to Chicago Center, so that's a bonus.
Chicago Center on 121.05. FedEx 150 Heavy.
Right, approaching 18,000 feet as well. Right, so in terms of our arrival, guys,
FedEx 150 Heavy. Good afternoon, climbing through 17,000 for flight
we're going to put that in now.
300.
So we're going to go 2-3 wireless 2-3 for the arrival, which is what we've got planned. On the Nuba 6 arrival with the query transition. Doesn't seem to have all the transitions on here, which is a bit weird. It only has 2. So we're just going to insert our start and our runway. We should be up at 310.
Heavy, Chicago Center, climb and maintain flight level 310.
310.
Climb and maintain flight level 310. FedEx 150 Heavy.
Right, that can also go off now.
Southwest 2388, flight level 390.
The auxiliary pump thing can go off.
Radar contact.
Cool. We are getting there. As I said, it's a bit of an arse to set up. It's quite a nice aircraft. Right, next thing we're going to do, just before we relax, is our descent forecast. Because this has to go in for the top of the descent marker to come up. So we're going to just go to descent forecast. And obviously we're going to put our cruising altitude in, so 31,000. Winds will be near enough when we get there. 254 at 78. Then we'll do one at 20,000 again. 20,000, and that'll be 257 at 61. So that goes in there, and then we'll do 10,000 feet, which will be 250 at 55. 255 at 55, I should say. There we go. And then insert, and then when we get closer, that will bring up our top of the set marker, and the temperature in Chicago is 4 degrees. So no snow. Shame. Now with this plane, I can't get an outside view, so we're going to have to just take a wing view, unfortunately. Also, the other thing I should do, I was always told this sort of you're always told this on the reviews from the streamers. Once you have taken off, is there a different keybind to get close to the flaps? Yeah, sort of. Always put your dialer flap to 15 once you're at cruise or near enough, and then it comes up easier when you're into your top of the descent. So for now, we're going to be okay, just to chill, listen to some tunes. Bilby's got the controls, and we can just have a relax for 20 minutes or so before our descent. Assuming the clock started on its own, it did. I need to find out as well quickly just how do we turn up the lighting on the PFP, because that's quite dark when we were taken off. There's not many light switches in here, which is strange.
Chicago Center, Volunteer 3095, flight level 240.
Potentially, I don't know. Anyway, we're just approaching 27,000 feet. So let's just have a quick look at our arrival. So we should be on the Msfs. Although can't see. Uber 6 arrival, 2-3, there we go. So there's our arrival. So we'll probably set our altitude to 6,000 when we do it to our top descent, because that's the last waypoint we should be. The approach for 2-3. What is the capture? -2-3. It's 3,000, so the ATC will probably descend us further down, but we'll put in 6 to start with. I think what we'll do, guys, is we'll count this as just a one-legged tonight, just as we were kind of the first time flying it. So as we're kind of used to setting up and stuff like that. Tomorrow we'll be back and we'll do sort of a longer cargo route in the ND. Probably do FedEx, and we may do UPS out of Louisville, see what happens. So yeah, we definitely will do that. But yeah, tonight we'll just count this as a one leg and just a kind of learning curve. And then tomorrow we'll jump straight back in, do a long haul. Not a long haul, but you know what I mean. Louisville to Boston is usually a good route for an MD11, so we may do that one. It's about a couple of hours, so we could jump into that and do that tomorrow. But yeah, really nice from the TFDI design. Obviously released it yesterday, the sort of newly textured update for 2024. Free quid it took to upgrade as well, so not like expensive. But yeah, really nice to fly as well. Obviously you can get the passenger variant as well, which is available. If you haven't actually purchased it already, it's about $75, so but it is worth it. It's a nice airplane. Just takes a bit of getting used to set it up and everything. But apart from that, very nice airplane. The only thing I didn't check when we had all our engines going was whether the reverse thrusts worked. If not, we're going to be using one engine for thrust and a lot of toe brakes. hey, we have hit our cruise then. Clear that. There we go. Right, so our top of descent is just after Query, which is CRL is 77 miles, and that's 6 more miles after that. So we're probably about 80 miles away. Let's have a look. Increase the range room. Yeah, so there's our, that's the little arrow for the top of the descent. So just after Query. It's saying 2101, so yeah, about 15 minutes. And then into Toronto. Cool. We're just going to increase that back to 20. Did that save our
Chicago Center,
start?
Envoy 4004, flight level 380.
Oh my god, it didn't actually, did it?
Envoy 4004, radar contact.
Or did it? It did. But it just doesn't have our transition on there, does it? Transition should be Query, but it's not on there for some reason. Yeah, I don't know. But we can take it. We can put in. Where is it? It's not on there. Does that work? We can take it via new deck. That's in there. So let's stick that in. Go insert. And then as you see on Navigoraph, it's there, and then heading to new deck. That should work okay. The ILS course should go in automatically as per any other Boeing aircraft, or Airbus in that case, because that's the one that only does it automatically.
Cleveland Center, FedEx 150 Heavy. Good afternoon.
Yeah, we're just
level flight
climbing.
level 310.
It's coming in over Ohio now, actually. Chicago. Let's actually have a look. If we go onto
FedEx 150 Heavy, Cleveland Center,
onto here, I've got
I'll call your descent in roughly 20 minutes. If you'd like to descend now, just say the word.
got this on flight radar, which shows all the fleet.
FedEx 150 Heavy.
So they've actually got 26 MD11s in service. So there's nothing on that one. They obviously don't fly it very regularly. Hopefully that's none of the ones that crashed on there. Remember the crash at Louisville? That was not very nice. They don't seem to have much coming up on there. Weird. I mean, they definitely fly them, but it just depends where, really. Obviously, Louisville is a hub for UPS.
Descend and maintain altitude 13,000 feet, altimeter 2950. Down to 13,000, Skywest 3611. Skywest 3611, contact Cleveland Center on 120.45. 120.45 for Skywest
They have hubs in Philadelphia and Dallas-Fort Worth as well as Louisville. They tend to normally fly the MD11s long haul to Cologne, East Midlands, and other Asian cities. I can't remember where the one that crashed was flying to. Obviously, it was a very, very tragic disaster. Oh no, it's going to Honolulu, wasn't it, that one? Yeah, definitely not doing Honolulu. Imagine what that crash site's still like to this day, at the minute. Because they don't just actually don't clean up themselves. It must take ages. Horrifying. Some of those pictures and videos. Ugh. Right, we are now flying. I know we're near Chicago. Chicago's the other way. This is Detroit. We're flying over Lake Erie. This is where we were flying over the other day when we went to Detroit. So Chicago's more that way. .16 it's saying on Sayintentions for top percent, but they're normally never wrong right anyway. But while we're just cruising along nicely, and just before we hit a top descent, I'm just gonna head to the toilet. So I'm gonna leave you with the music and the views off to our wing, and I'll catch you in a sec.
SkyWest 6385, flight level 230. SkyWest 6385, radar contact. Cleveland Center, SkyWest 4967, flight level 300. SkyWest 4967, radar contact.
There's a little hole in my big head. I like to watch the white floor turn red. I like to look at myself from the outside. No signs of life, so step aside. There's a little pity.
Right, sorry about that, guys. That was a bit longer than I thought. Wasn't all in the toilet, don't worry. Where did I put my headphones? There. I just quickly changed the wing view because we were flying over Detroit. I'm not quite sure if we saw it though before I left off. Right, what we're doing then? Oh, not far away. So just about, well, that's the 40-mile range wind, so probably about 45 miles to our top of descent. 2102 still, so yeah, that's 6 minutes. So what we will do, so it will say altitude in a minute when I change this. So what that will do, in a minute we'll hit profile, and then that will, when they hit top descent, we'll take it down via the profile. I'm not sure what it does if I hit it now. There you go, profile to 6,000. So that will come up. So that will happen when we hit top descent. So yeah, just about, so pretty much 40 miles dead on now. So we will go over, if we go over to our performance, 2.3, get weather information. So 29048 is the QNH for Toronto. Did that even do standard pressure? Goodness knows. 4 degrees, 170 at 8. Landing weight is that more auto brake. We'll probably do medium because we're all obviously we're not sure if we're going to have all our reverses. We're going to go flats 35 and then calculate, so we should have enough stopping distance. down, which is okay. Yeah. So takeoff approach to VAP. So that's what I mean. We're coming in at 160 knots as our final approach. So we do come in quick. So yeah, flat's 35. So that's all good. Do the auto brake in a minute. So yeah, the only thing I'm not quite sure is the Q and H. I'm not quite sure whether that's on standard or what. In terms of the minimums, anyway, let's just go with here quicker. 808 is our minimums. We scroll all the way through to 808. Fair, that skips quicker than most of the Boeing does. So that's on 2970, so I'm not quite sure. No idea. Just flying through that storm that was on the radar. It's just below us, actually. There it is. We're coming up to top of the descent now.
FedEx 150, contact Toronto Centre on 134.75.
So yeah, we are pretty much coming up now. So that's a 10-metre range, so you're 8 miles. So that will automatically send out. There's the weather.
FedEx 150, good afternoon, flight level 310.
So that says profile to 6, so once we hit that range ring, or hit that arrow, that will start our descent down. Get Milby to say we're ready for our descent. Milby, do you want to let them know we're ready for descent?
FedEx 150, requesting ascent to a lower altitude.
FedEx 150, descend via number 6 query, transition into Toronto. Altimeter 2948.
Right, we're on our way down. That should have done automatically, so I'm not quite sure. I think I needed to hit that button down, actually.
FedEx 150.
2948 is the transitional. So let's have a look again on our, go to our star. There's a better way of doing this. Drag this. Does it track us anyway? Are we on there? I don't think it has trackers on it, does it? Well, we've just passed query, so we're coming in on this way. Okay. Alright, so let's stick on our seatbelt signs on again. Ooh, where's that? Look at that. Big black cloud down there. So if you just joined us, hello, we are on descent down to Toronto. Like I said, not long ago. We're going to just do this as an experimental flight. So just the one leg for this flight, and then we're going to be back tomorrow. We're going to be in UPS, probably Louisville to Boston, like I said. But that will probably be on VATSIM. Sayintentions while I stream as well is a bit very FPS heavy. Right, we'll set the auto brake to medium. Again, if you look at our FMC, we do our slack extension, which is basically just arm to here and flap. So yeah, 178 speed. And to be minimum 28 flaps by 165. So we'll probably do our last 2 flap settings on our final approach. We'll pretty much do 0 to dial a flap 15 anyway, and then we're pretty much ready for the other one. For some reason this has missed out all of our other stars we should be doing. So it's got no Nubo in there. Or Nuba. Rocto should be in there. Pengo. I had this issue before with the A300, it didn't put in all the waypoints. Nuba, Rocto, Pengo. Then it should be a new one. Man up. Man up. And then Airbus, E-R-B-U-S. So there, again, clear that. And then it should be Tasku.
Toronto terminal approach on 128.275, FedEx 150.
Tasku. Then it's Davik. I'm not quite sure why it's missed all these waypoints out. Davik.
Toronto terminal approach.
And then Levig.
150. Good afternoon, descending flight level 150.
All these discontinuities. Levig.
150 heavy, Toronto terminal approach. Expect the ILS runway 23 approach into Toronto.
MIPED. I don't think we're going to need all these anyway because ATC will vector us, but MIPED. Then SATA.
ILS runway 23 approach into Toronto. FedEx 150.
Then it's new deck. So that should all be in there now. As it should be. Yeah. Right. Although I don't think all the constraints are right anyway. Because we're already down at 10,000 feet. So let's hold. That doesn't really matter. I mean, we're way past it now, so.
FedEx 150, I hate to do this to you. The runway approach slope indicator lights are being recalibrated. Hold at Nuber as published. Descend flight level 070 left turns. Won't be long. 5 to 10 minutes at the most.
What? Oh, well, that's a fact. Never had that as before. Mate, I literally have no idea how we do holds in this plane. I guess hold. sake. The FPS is shit again. Hold. So we want left turns. Well, we can't hold there. There's no hold. I think that's right. We'll have to just do that. We are in a hole, guys. I've never actually hit that before. Is that new? I've been told to hold. I don't even know if that's correct.
Altitude.
I mean, because there's holds at Herbal, but none at Nuba. Oh, there we go. Hold. Nuba, there we go. I think it's out here, that's why. Look. Just noticed it on my other screen. So we've got to go 265. Heading 265. Left turn. 265. I hope this is right. No, it's not. 085. Left turn. I have no idea. It looks better. That looks right. Anyway, just like. It's a bit harder when you're not actually expecting it and having to rush to put them on. I think that's right anyway. Yeah, that's right. That's a hold, isn't it? It's pretty much going around like that. Yeah, we've done it properly then. Thank God for that. I think that's right turns. .230 knots max as well. So we've got to change that as well. But I don't know. I mean, obviously it's only left turns only, so it's probably not a right turn. So it's only, yeah, 230 knots, 265, 085. Yeah, that's right. Oh, first hole, guys. We've ever had to do. That's the first for me, anyway. Doing holds over Toronto from Sayintentions. Never had to do this before. I mean, that's the message we literally got. Runway approach slope indicator lights are being recalibrated. Hold at Nuba is published. Descend flight level 070 turns. Left turns won't be long, 5 to 10 minutes. We'll hold you to that. So, just hoping this is actually doing it now. Anyway, what was the Q&H we were given anyway? I didn't put that in. 2948.
Altitude. Stabilizer motion.
Is that why there's no? That's probably why. Look, no loc. It's in, but it's obviously being. In the hold. We're actually not too bad actually. We've got plenty of fuel. Fuel's up at 11,000, so we've got enough fuel. seems a lot of fuel though for Toronto for an hour flight. This is a bit I don't get, like, we're flying way off course, but I'm not quite sure if I've got this in right. Final time. You just seem to be going miles out of the way, but maybe that's just me. Maybe not. Just keep it on there. Stop firing them. Hopefully not too much longer. I did say 5-10 minutes. There is snow on the ground anyway. Didn't expect that. Well, we'll soon see now if it works, because it will now turn left again. Go on, aircraft, turn left. Turn left. There we go, we are turning left.
Appreciate your patience. Leave your hold at Newber and resume your arrival.
Hey. We can leave the hold at Nuba. Go on, Bilby, read it back. Or do you not have to read it back?
left, heading 065, vectors for the ILS, runway 23 approach.
Right, music stopped.
Vectors for the ILS runway 23 approach. FedEx 150.
To be fair, we could just get where are we? Just exit. And then just go how do I get out of it then? Just type it in. I'm not sure how you actually exit the hold. Exit at. Do we just go direct to Rocto now? There we go. Never really had to do a hold in an MD11, so it was I didn't have a clue where I was how to get out of that there. But hey, we are resuming anyway, down back to Rocto. We're not going to go aheading just yet. But we don't need to.
FedEx 150, turn left, heading 060.
No. Where would that take us anyway?
Left heading 060. FedEx 150.
Fuck, that takes us ages away. Okay. We're going ahead. I mean, to be fair, it probably is a bit too close where we are, so that probably will make sense. Slightly longer this now because of that holding delay. So let's just double check everything's correctly in. So decision height is 808, which is in. 2948 on the QNH. Cool. Probably hit the speed up a little bit more now. It is now raining. So we're going to bump the speed up to 250. So we don't need to control the speed just yet. a long approach in now with this extra hold. I think we went down too early because I didn't realise obviously we had all these missed all these waypoints out, so we actually kind of did get down too quick. Where is the FedEx area in Toronto? Oh, cool. Actually, off to the right hand side when we vacate, so 2-3 was probably the good choice. And it is raining. It's raining. It's raining.
FedEx 150, turn right, heading 080.
080.
Right heading 080. FedEx 150.
ILS is not back up there yet. Ah, there we go. 111.5. Just double check that's the correct. Yeah, 237 final approach. Yeah, we're all in. Stabilize in motion. Right, landing lights can come on. And nose lights and turn off lights can come on as well. We can turn that off now. I don't think we need that on, do we? Stuff down here now. Plenty of fuel. Right, we are approaching slowly. I mean, we can't go any quicker than 250. Obviously, because we are below 10,000. That hold has really killed us.
Turn left heading 055.
Going to another left turn now.
Left heading 055. FedEx 150.
FedEx 150, contact Toronto, approach on 124.475.
Switching to Toronto approach on 124. decimal 475, FedEx 150. Toronto approach, FedEx 150. Good afternoon, flight level 070.
FedEx 150 Heavy, Toronto approach. Good afternoon, identified.
Toronto approach. We're still at 7,000 as well, so I think we could. Oh no, they haven't told us the same thing. Let's decrease that range again. To be fair, passing Tasku now, we should be at 210 knots, so let's slow her down. Well, we've gone past Tasku, so yeah, we should be slowing down now a bit more.
United 608, direct Dano, cleared for the RNAV, Y runway 23 approach. Descend and maintain altitude 2700 feet until established. Altimeter 2948. Down to 2700, cleared for the RNAV, Y23 approach. United 608. United 608, contact Toronto Tower on 118.35.
And we didn't actually need the speed brake once, which was good.
Departure Charlie November Sierra Victor 2000 for 4,000.
Charlie November Sierra Victor, radar contact. Maintain VFR at or below 6,000.
I'm not quite sure why we need that on.
Charlie
Like,
November Sierra Victor.
surely that's only to start the engines. Baffling. Right. Are we going to get told to descend again? Because I still think we're too high at the minute to capture. I don't forget, guys, we are probably going to smash this into the ground on the first attempt because it is quite hard to land, even for the mainstreamers. They find it hard to land this. So
FedEx 150 Heavy, Toronto approach, turn right, heading 080.
So there's no way I'm going to batter it. 080.
Turning right,
heading 080. FedEx 150 Heavy.
We're still at 7,000 feet. So what? I think we just go down, guys. I think we're just going to go down. I can't wait for these lot. They will fuck us up a bit, I think. Right. For some reason we're not at 210 yet. But we are going to arm our slats. Speed's going to come back for 200 knots. Looking forward to this landing. I know it's going to be an absolute smash. But
Toronto Center on 124.925.
We've made it anyway. I did think that we were absolutely going to muck this up, but I have kind of set it up well. We've flown it well. Everything's working good. No glide slope. Yeah, what? Are you joking? Loke only.
FedEx 150, descend altitude 4,000 feet, turn right, heading 155.
4,000.
Descending to 4,000 feet, turning right, heading 155. FedEx 150.
155. So how do I descend? How do I land without the Loke?
Heavy, proceed direct Calvi. Descend altitude 3,000 feet until established on the localizer. Cleared for the ILS runway 23 approach.
Direct Calvi, descend 3,000 feet until established on the localizer, cleared for the ILS runway
Direct
23
Calvi then.
approach. FedEx 150.
Alright, we're going to arm our flaps as well to tie to
425, direct lays to you. Cleared for the ILS
dial a flap.
runway 24 left
The
approach.
flap's 15
Descend and
basically.
maintain altitude 3,000 feet until established. Down to 3,000 cleared for the ILS 24 left approach.
We're at
WestJet
14.
2425. WestJet 2425 contact Toronto Tower on 118.35. 118.35 for WestJet 2425.
Did that change? Yeah, there we go. Okay, flaps are 15. Shit, doesn't meant to go nav. Still on header mode, it's fine. Right, we're gonna go land armed, which will obviously arm our localizer, but we've obviously got no glide slope. Oh, why does this happen? So okay, this is going to be
2,500.
2,500. Bouncing Betty.
2,500. Stabilizer motion.
If you ever hear that, that just means that they've had to change the. It's just changing the trim automatically.
Contact Toronto Center on 124.925.
Well, they're saying that. It says no glide slope. The glide slope's now just come to life. Of the diamonds. Does it mean is that because we're far away? You reckon? I don't know. It's confusing, this plane, I tell you. It just takes a bit of getting used to. I'm just glad we're doing the one leg now, because that was a load of tosh with the old hold as well. It looks like we are getting a localizer, glide slope anyway. Looks absolutely horrific weather, as normal in Canada.
Departure Gulf Sierra Whiskey Quebec 2000 for 4,000.
So what did it say we need to put our...
Gulf Sierra Whiskey Quebec radar contact.
So we need to have at least flaps 28 by 162, that's fine. Should be then. Now to capture the loc from Calvi. I mean, we've approached and landed thing, so it should hit the localizer shortly. Probably about 60 miles out, yeah, so from the runway. And we're obviously absolutely going to slam it into the ground. Because it is very hard to land this plane. It's very, very heavy. Comes in really quick. Considering our final approach speed is 160, well, it's 159 now. So it'll probably go 160 anyway. But like I said earlier, some of the mainstreamers even struggle to land it, butter it. Come on. Come on. Capture. This is going to be the test as well to see if all our reversers are working, because only earlier one was triggering. Surely should be capturing it now.
FedEx 150, contact Toronto Tower on 118.35. Golf Sierra with Quebec, contact Toronto Center on 124.925.
It is armed, so we should capture it shortly.
118.35. FedEx 150.
Awful weather. It was like this the other day when we landed in Toronto, wasn't it? When we did, or was that when I did a Christmas flight on my own? One or two.
Good afternoon. Established on the ILS runway 23 approach.
Alright, there's Loke. Okay, good. There's one. I'm probably going to go gear down now anyway.
Yeah, 706, contact ground on 121.9er.
Right, pull her back to 180. Just gonna descend 500 feet below the path. Hopefully this doesn't mess up the glide slope. I just saw this was recommended on the tutorial that it kind of helps with the glide path.
150 heavy, Toronto Tower, winds 170 at 8. Runway 23.
Not really helps, is
cleared
it?
to land.
Glide slope's not even covered live yet.
Runway 23 cleared to land. FedEx 150.
Stabilizer motion. Right, we are now going to go flaps, whatever that is, 28. Very confusing when it's flying airbus, etc. There's a runway in sight, flying over the city, which is always nice. Well, main city's over there. It's nice though. Right, here comes the diamond. So it should get it automatically. I bloody hope we do anyway. 175. Yeah, glide slope has appeared under the land arm thing. Just a warning, guys. As I said earlier, this does come in quick. Even some of the experienced streamers struggle to land this beast. So if I smash it, then that's no problem. Right, we're going to reduce the final approach speed now. 160, yes, you heard right. 160. That's how fast it comes in. We're going to get ready to take over shortly.
Stabilizer motion.
Stabilizer motion.
Stabilizer motion.
Right. I'm not actually sure what we're at. I haven't heard the 1,000-foot call yet. Right, sounds are... Well, there's the 1,000 feet.
1,000.
Right, flaps are full. Right, enjoy the smash. Airplane.
Autopilot. Autopilot.
Autopilot. Two white, two red.
Five hundred. 500. 400.
At this point, I don't care about the glide slope, I just want to
300.
successfully put her down.
300. 200.
For some reason.
200.
706 established on the ILS
Sync rate.
Jazz 706.
100,
Glide slope. Glide slope.
50,
Glide
40,
slope.
30,
Glide slope.
20, 10.
Yeah, there you go. 628. Right, reversers are armed. That's good. They actually all reversed. They all actually armed, which is good. Worried they weren't going to. Need to vacate on the right when we do stop. Add some tow brakes. Okay. Reverse stow. Vacate off to the right. Lovely. To be fair, that was pretty decent for the first one.
Charlie Zulu Foxtrot, Juliet, hold short of runway 15 left.
Okay, slats are all retracted. I just want to stop, get the...
FedEx 150, welcome to Toronto. Contact ground on 119.1.
Right, let's just stick the parking brake on for a minute. See where we're going to go. But that was pretty good. I mean, it was a smash, but as I said, it comes in really quick. Right, APU power's coming on. Track the lights, taxi lights. Okay, so we're on 6:03. We're going to take our time here. Select the map and then we'll 6:03. Yeah, so it's over here. It's that one. Yeah, 6:03. Okay, select, no follow. FedEx, lovely. APU's available. Let's stick that on now before we get moving again. APU bleeders on. Lovely. Parking brake released. Should move up a little bit easier now. We have been some fuel. So I'm glad the reversers worked. There was only one working when I was testing before we went live. So it turns out we actually do need probably all the engines running for them to work. Right, let's head for it's off the cargo terminal. Let's turn off the weather now. Sort that out. I'm just going to get rid of Sayintentions now because we've got our parking spot, so don't need to sacrifice cranes for it to stop working, although it's not really helped. Okay, left turn into the cargo ramp. There's another thing that we just need to do quickly, which is recommended. When you land, take the stab trim and put it all the way back to 3. I don't know why he said to do that on one of the tutorials. Do. Turn all that off now. We are 6:03, which is, I believe, second one from the end. enjoy flying this big beast. We're going to be in UPS tomorrow, so join us for that. I'm not quite sure our destination yet. I think it's going to be Boston from Louisville. And that's going to be on VATSIM. I'm not going to do Sayintentions. As much as I like it, I think it's just too frame heavy with streaming as well. So I think we're just going to stick with VATSIM. Flight time is an hour and 22. Hour and 4 was scheduled, but that's okay, obviously with the hold that we had as well. Okay, that's 6:03. No, that's 5. Okay, it's the second one from here, so we're here. Let's click that. Right, we're in the ramp now, so I'm going to retract the landing lights. Let's get a bit more power in here. We are very, very heavy. Our zero fuel weight was like 213, so it still is kind of requiring some power to get the aircraft moving. Okay, going in here. That's great. 6:03. There we go. Doesn't look like we have a marshaller, so looks like we're going to be guiding ourselves in. Anything else? Hello, moving. There we go. Probably make the park straight here, are we? This is brutal. I need to check this out. Some more settings now before we get back to tomorrow. I don't want this happening again tomorrow. See, look at it. I just can't. Anyone got any suggestions? Please do feel free to tell me. We'll watch this back for now. Connect the GPU, set the chocks, and yeah, guys, welcome down to Toronto. Very much enjoyed that flight. Hopefully everyone enjoyed it too. Don't forget to hit a like on stream if you have enjoyed it. We will be back tomorrow flying UPS, and we're going to be probably doing Louisville to Boston, which I'll probably set up very shortly, ready for tomorrow. But yeah, we will be back in this bird tomorrow, and yeah, UPS colours, probably Louisville to Boston, and yeah, first thoughts, really, really impressed. And yes, I knew we smashed the landing, but that kind of does happen when you come in really quick with this aircraft, because it does come in quite quick. But yeah, guys, that is going to be it for this for tonight's stream. Nice little tester, first flight to it. Nice little flight out of Indianapolis straight here to Toronto. We had a little hold, which was nice. So we had a bit of everything tonight. So yeah, hopefully see you in tomorrow's stream. Hopefully we'll have sorted out most of the issues. But yeah, guys, I hope you all enjoy the rest of your evening, and hopefully see you tomorrow.